Awesome. So this is from Raven Lacarte and Sage Lacarte, or Lacarte. I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing your name. They're happy to see you, as they mentioned. They say that the pandemic has and will continue to impact the SDGs. Is there a movement to scale innovation in a direction that is impactful in health, poverty, education, that specifically targets the betterment of gender equality? For example, in Canada, we see particular discrepancies for BIPOC for women, or sorry, it just disappeared. Yeah, for women and children.
So firstly, let me just express my respect and appreciation and greetings to Raven and Paul Lacerte. They've done incredible work on Indigenous innovation and supporting Indigenous entrepreneurs. And they're Indigenous people themselves and very, very close friends. The gender equality story is an extremely important one. I think it's something that is at the heart of Canada's feminist international assistance policy. It's at the heart of Dr. Tedros' reforms in WHO. It means everything from sexual and reproductive health and rights through to female leadership of our institutions and gender parity on the committees that make decisions and so on. But let me also zero in on the Indigenous story, because I think as Canadians, I'm here as an international public servant, I'm also Canadian, and we spoke before in general terms about inequities, but let us ensure that our Indigenous communities, do not suffer an undue burden from COVID, as they have suffered in historical injustices that are well documented in Canada. And let us ensure that they're enabled to innovate and to become entrepreneurs. Because at the end of the day, nothing about us without us, and people solving their own problems really means something. And there's no better example of that in Canada that I'm aware of than Raven and Paul. And I really encourage you to look up the work they're doing with their, we just encourage you to look up the work they're doing. And Raven in particular, as a young person, as a woman herself, as an Indigenous person, is a great example and role model for a way of thinking about our Indigenous friends and colleagues in Canada as leaders, as entrepreneurs, as innovators, as solving their own problems and as solving our problems. So I just want to end there, and I thank you very much for allowing that question, because the domestic is the international is the domestic, and this is a particularly important area for Canada in the response and recovery.